What's going on, everybody? My name is Marcus. Welcome back to another live stream. On this channel, I make reselling content and anything that's going to help new resellers shorten the learning curve. So if that seems like something that you're into, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you know when I drop another video or a live stream. So on these live streams, what I like to do is interview a reseller or someone that's more seasoned than myself. I've only been doing this for a year, and tonight's guest is going to be Cali Reseller Luis. So without further ado, I'm gonna bring him in and introduce you guys to him. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing? Hello,
A
everyone.
whole lot, man. Doing pretty good, man. How about you?
Good. Busy Tuesday for me. Tuesday's
Yeah.
always usually busy for me, pretty much since I wake up in the morning till
Yeah.
about midnight. So
Really? What makes
yeah.
it so busy?
Well, every day. Right now, my kids are not in school, but I still get up at 5 a.m. Start packing orders,
Right.
start getting ready for the day. Especially now that we're in Q4.
Yeah.
You know how the orders are gonna start coming in, and I
Right.
sell on different platforms: eBay, Mercari, OfferUp, Facebook
Yeah.
Marketplace, and I've actually been making sales on TikTok as well.
Really?
Yep.
Nice. That's that's pretty good. So yeah, man. Me personally, Monday's my biggest day.
Mhm.
What's your biggest day of the week?
Usually during the week, it's Tuesdays and Fridays are my busy
Huh.
days. But
Do you
once
ship every day?
yeah, but I do ship every day though. Shipping
Okay.
for me, even on Saturdays for me.
All
So
right. Well, let me go ahead and speak to a few people real quick.
yeah, yeah, definitely, bro.
We got Ty Backbeat Rhythm. Hey, how you doing, bro? Thanks for showing up. We got Rampage Reseller. Thanks for subscribing to the channel, Rampage Reseller. I really appreciate that.
What's up,
Hey,
Gary?
what's happening, everyone? Cali Reseller Luis and Dixon's Pickens bringing the heat. Yes, sir. We
You
got my
know it.
man Ed the Reseller Rider. What's going on, big dog? Appreciate you
Hey,
showing up.
hey, Ed. How you doing, Ed?
Uh, Lucky Seven Auctions. Hey, how you doing?
What's up, Lucky Seven?
Deals with Danny. Hey, everyone. How are you? Oh, that's
There
nice.
you go.
Let's see what I sold. Pair of Nike boots. I got these Nike duck boots
Nice.
for $16, man, which is Ed, you know that is paying up for me. I pay like $3 per pair of shoes, but I want the savers, dude. There's
Okay.
nothing saving about savers at all.
Nope.
But I sold them for $75.20. So it's
Awesome.
worth it sometimes to pay up. Got
Yeah.
John from Bama picking and grinning. What's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for showing up.
What's up, Bama?
Hey Louise, good, good. Anything? Okay, so
Hey,
let's
Daniel.
just jump right into it, man. How long you been reselling?
Reselling online full time. I'm gonna say maybe about 10 years now.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, you're definitely not new to this at all, man. How long
Nope.
you been doing YouTube?
YouTube. I've been on YouTube for about a year and a couple months, maybe
Man,
like
you're doing pretty good for a year, man.
a year and four, about a year and 3 months about there. So,
So how long did it take for it to start like actually taking off for you?
well, when I started last year when the pandemic and all that stuff happened, and
Right.
we were on lockdown and stuff. So I was more home than anything. So Global Voodoo, a good friend of mine, also,
Hmm.
he's a YouTuber, and
Yeah.
he told me, hey, why don't you start doing like your what sold videos, and share information with
Hmm.
other resellers, and just so it keeps you entertained, but you're still doing something with the
Right.
reselling. So yeah, I started doing a few videos, and then next thing you keep going and going, and you get hooked. So
Yeah. Let me turn this sound down, man. So for me, that's one of the things I really used as a tool for me when I first started out was reseller YouTube, man. I was diving headfirst in, trying to soak up all the knowledge that I could just from anybody out there, man. And I really learned a lot from YouTube. Still do, honestly. Do you learn from when you're doing it for 10 years? But do you learn from a lot of resellers on YouTube still?
yeah, I mean, when I came into YouTube, yeah, of course, I learned from Commonwealth Picker, Cincinnati Picker,
Right,
all the guys have been doing this for a while as well. They were all, Global Voodoo is another guy too that's been doing it for like 20 something years.
right, right.
So yeah, then before he transitioned to YouTube and all that good stuff. I mean, my reselling started when I was a kid because
Mhm.
my dad used to sell at the flea markets every weekend.
Okay,
So that's where I got the whole thing to start reselling. I used
right.
to go with him on the weekends to go sell, and that's how I learned how to buy low and sell high.
Right.
So pretty much, I've been
It's in
doing
your
it.
blood.
Yeah, and now, I continue to do it. I was doing it part time
Hmm.
while I was working my 9 to 5 job, and then when I got laid off 6 years ago,
Hmm.
I just went full time and never looked back.
Right. Put gas on it.
Yep.
What's going on, Shay? Thanks for showing up. Appreciate it.
Hey Shay, how you doing?
We got Misha Renee in the building.
Hey
Hey, how you
Misha, how you
doing,
doing?
girl?
Good to see you.
Uh, Deals with Danny deserves a wrench. Just saying. If you say so. Hang on. Um,
Daniel's cool people.
I I usually been giving everybody wrenches, but here lately, man, I've slacked on it quite a bit. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie.
Yep.
Um, Hang on a second.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Okay, there you go. Get your wrench. So, what you got going on for today, man? What's been your biggest sell so far today?
So far I did an offer up sale. I sold a sofa, and it's a sofa love seat thing that I
Mhm.
got from a neighbor down the street, and I will let you guys know about that in a second.
Right.
I sold it for $275.
Nice.
Yep.
Hey, Carissa, thanks for showing up. I know you guys are on the road. Appreciate it.
Hey Carissa, good to see you.
Either one is okay. Nathaniel, how do y'all? Thanks for the reminder, Carissa. You're welcome. Don't worry about it. So sold a sofa on OfferUp. Now I haven't sold anything on OfferUp in probably about a year. I
Yep.
actually deleted the app off my phone,
Uh-huh.
just because the scammers were real, man. And when I first got into all this stuff, I
Oh
was
yeah.
getting bombarded with scammer attempts, and I was just trying to
Yep.
minimize my scams, because I
Yeah.
did get scammed on Macari twice. I got scammed
Yeah.
on Facebook 2 times back to back in the same day, like
Hmm.
literally right back to back. One
Yeah.
scam right into another scam. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So, do
Yeah.
you find that that's a issue anymore with all your experience?
Yeah, I mean, I've been on Macari since Macari started, so
Yeah.
I'm pretty much grandfathered into the whole Macari. So
Right.
I've been with Macari since it started up in the beginning, and I haven't had any issues with Macari yet. I'm not
Good.
gonna say it's not gonna happen,
Of course.
but yeah, I've Macari was my main source of income for a while because I was on eBay,
Mhm.
but then like you said, I started getting scammed left and right on eBay,
Right.
and then eBay was siding with the buyers. So I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I took everything off and I jumped off of eBay for a few
Right.
years.
So
So
you don't sell on eBay at all?
no, yeah, I started back up this year in the
Oh,
beginning of this
okay.
year.
So what's your most performing platform?
Right now, and Macari has been
That's been
my
your bread and
performing.
butter.
Yeah, eBay, yeah, it's up there, but Macari is the one that produces the 5 6 sales a day kind of thing.
Really?
So
That's that's a lot for Macari, honestly. Well, I mean, there's probably other people out there doing way bigger numbers than that, but that's
yeah,
to me sounds like pretty good numbers for Macari.
yeah,
Good old eBay scams. Yeah, for sure, man. And
yeah,
the scammers are out there, but I feel like
yeah,
that's going to be something that you run into with any platform. So if you're scared
yeah,
of being scammed, then you're scared of making money, because you
yeah,
can't you can't let it stop you forever. You know what I mean? You got to dive
exactly.
in. So I ended up there's Abel. I just did a interview on
Okay.
Abel's show, so tune in Sunday to Abel's channel, guys. I will be
Nice.
his featured guest on there. And if
Awesome.
you're not subscribed to Abel's Treasures, go subscribe to Abel's Treasures, man. He's a personal friend of mine. So
Awesome.
anyway, with that plug for Abel's channel taken out of the way, um, Misha Renee says she thinks Makari is awesome.
Yep.
Hey Shay. So if you want to give new resellers any advice, what would be for someone starting tomorrow? What would your advice be for them?
Well, my advice for anyone that's barely starting, like never done reselling before, it's don't be afraid to take that first step, because I think that's what keeps a lot of people from doing it, because they
Mhm.
start second guessing and they're like, what if this happens? What if that happens? It's like you can't let those what ifs hold you back. You just got to go for it.
Right, right.
And then, of course, the second thing is I have no capital to start. I don't have $1,000 to start, and you don't need $1,000 to start.
Not at all.
You could just start by selling stuff you don't use in your own home.
Hmm.
That's a good way to get started and build. Like I said, you make $20. Okay, here's $10 to reinvest, or put the whole 20 if you want to reinvest.
Right.
Get something bigger that's worth more value. Go to the thrift stores. I even tell people, go to the Dollar Tree. There's a lot of stuff you can flip from the Dollar Tree as well, and
Yeah.
people don't realize that. And every time I tell people, they're just like, yeah, whatever, and then they come
Mm.
back a couple of weeks after saying, dude, the stuff you just talked about the Dollar Tree, I just found it
Right.
and they just sold it for like $20. You know, I'm like,
Nice.
that's awesome.
Yeah. I had seen the Selling Sniper
Yeah,
and eBay Addicts make a
yep,
couple of videos about Dollar Tree items,
yeah,
and I haven't personally picked none up, but I have scanned a couple of things in there, and the toilet paper, Scott toilet paper, was selling like 2 packs for like
yep,
$15. So
exactly.
that's
Yeah.
just something right there, man, that you guys can go pick up. What's your niche, man? Do you have like something
My
you
main
focus
niche
on?
has been always been toys.
Toys?
That's
Okay.
always been my main niche. I mean, I do sell everything. You know, I'm a reseller, so I'm gonna sell anything I can make money, make some money on. So
Right.
definitely, but the toys have mainly been my niche, and of course the graded cards. That's what always
Okay.
been my niche.
Right on. Hey Cheryl, thanks for showing up.
Hey,
So where
Cheryl,
where do you source at? Like in general?
I I source at all the thrift stores. I do yard sales. I do flea markets. I actually just set up this Sunday at a pop up at a
Hmm.
brewery. And a buddy of mine told me, hey, they want us to set up. You know, you want to
Nice.
come through? And they didn't charge us for the booth either. So I'm like, hey, I'm
Oh, that's
game.
good.
Let's do it. You know. So
Yeah.
yeah, we went down there. You know, it's funny because these are other resellers that are locally that are not on YouTube.
Right.
So you get to soak up game with them, talk to them. They kind of try to pick your brain a little bit. Hey, what else can I sell? What else can I resell? And
Right.
so yeah.
So how many active listings do you have or would you think that you have?
On Macari right now, I think I'm down to about five and some change. I could say I could be
Mhm.
lower now because I know the last 2 days I've sold a few things. So,
Right.
and on eBay, I'm still building up. I think I'm like 220, I think right now. So I'm still building up the eBay.
Right on. So would do you have consistent sales daily yet?
On eBay, the last couple of weeks, I was doing maybe like two or three a week,
Hmm.
give or take. But
Right.
now I'm starting to see a sale or two every day. So it's starting
Nice.
to pick up. So
Okay. There you go. Good deal. Hey, Paul, thanks for showing up, bro. Appreciate it.
what's
Congrats
up?
on 1K again.
Hey, what's up, Paul?
Um, do any resellers source junkyards? I personally have not. I haven't even thought of that as a way to source inventory. What about you, Luis?
Yeah, well, like I said, I learned from my dad. My dad used to be a reseller of all trades.
Yeah.
He used to pick up the washer and dryers that people put out on the street that didn't work anymore.
Hmm.
He will pick them up and fix them, and then he will resell them at the flea market. So
See, man, my dad, he scrapped. He didn't pick things up to fix them. He picked it up
yeah,
to scrap
good,
it. You
good
know what I
crap.
mean? And
Yeah.
we lived in a nice neighborhood growing up. So what
Hmm.
do people do in nice neighborhoods? They throw
Yep.
away all their old stuff.
Yep.
We'd go around on trash day and we'd pick it up, and he had a big old trailer, and we'd load it up. And
Yep.
we had a fairly big backyard, and in the back of the backyard he had like this fenced in area where he would break all of his stuff down and separate it into different types of metal. And
Awesome.
once a week he would just take a big load up there to the junkyard and
Good job here.
cash it in for quite a few $100s, which was pretty surprising to me. It's not something that I would get into because number one, I don't have the place to put that stuff. Number two, I don't have a truck or a trailer. So I'd rather just go to the thrift stores and source or garage sales. So with you living in Cali, you guys have yard sales and flea markets and stuff all year round.
Yeah, I mean,
That's lucky,
we
man.
just had yard sales here in my city 2 weeks ago. So, and it's funny because I know in other states it's already cold and
Yeah, dude,
snow.
it's freezing here,
And out here, we're still having 85, 90-degree days in
man.
California.
I woke up with frost on my car.
Yeah,
It sucks.
yeah,
I don't like it, man. Not no not for the cold weather. I can do with the cold weather, but the thing
yeah,
is, I really like this is my first yard sale season. You know what I mean? And it
yeah,
was profitable, man. And now it's over with. And I'm really sour about it, man. So
yeah,
I'm trying to find ways to source the same amount of inventory to be able to make the same amount of money,
yep.
which it's not the most easiest to do, but I feel like it's all part of the learning curve, man. Do you have the Goodwill bins in your place in
Yeah,
your
they have. There's a Goodwill Bins that's probably like 15 minutes away from my house, 20 minutes away. I've been to it maybe once or twice.
Mhm.
I haven't went back because I've been so busy with other sorts of picking. Another thing that I do also is private picks.
Nice. That's what I need to
And
get into.
the thing is, I always tell people, don't be afraid to let people know what you do because that opens doors to other people,
Right,
calling
right,
you and all that. And I've been able to pick up a lot of great stuff, sports
right.
cards, video game systems, and all that. and I've been doing a lot of those lately. So
So, Paul, you said you hooked your GoPro up to your laptop. That's what I need to do because if I don't know if you
yeah,
guys can see how blurry I look. I'm using my crappy laptop camera, and I just like it. Your camera's pretty crispy. What do you use?
I have a Logitech.
That's what Ed said. He just said that up
Mhm.
here. Let me find that comment.
Yeah, I think I saw him put it.
I
Yeah,
bought
there
a
you go.
Logitech camera. Hopefully, going. So, man, I need to get with it, man.
You
If I'm
know,
planning on doing this stuff, I might as well invest the money, right?
little by little, man. I mean, like I said, when I started, I used to use this old camera, and it used to be blurry, more blurry than anything. So,
Man,
you start going, upgrading your equipment as you go.
right, right, right. Um, I did now the live I just did with Abel. He said he used his GoPro, but I told
Mhm.
him that the footage looked a little better than his previous video, but it didn't look not even halfway as crispy as your footage does right now. So
Yeah.
maybe he needs to just use that. Tonight's
Yep.
guest, Cali. Oh, thanks for sharing the link, Chris. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Thanks, Carissa.
Hello, what's going on? Thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. We got.
Hello, Ella.
Do you know Ella?
Yeah, yeah, Ella's
Everybody
awesome.
knows Ella.
Yep.
She's a superstar.
Yep. She is awesome.
Blanket hello and hi Paul. Why why is Paul so special? You said blanket hello to everyone else but single Paul out.
I know, right?
Ah, let's see. Let me catch up on this chat, man. I got to get better about staying on the chat, right, Louise? Went to the flea market Saturday or Sunday and it was 85. See, you guys are lucky, man.
Yep.
Uh for me, right now it's just thrift stores or the Goodwill. That's it. Or if I could find somebody to let me do a private pick, then I'm definitely
Yep.
for that. So, do you got
Yep.
any advice for me as a new reseller trying to get into private picks? How do I go about making that happen?
Yeah, no, just when you go to yard sales or even just flea markets and stuff, I
Mhm.
always like to, whoever's running the booth, I'll start up a conversation with them. I got to try to
Right.
get a feel for them first. If you see something that they have and, you kind of ask, hey, how much you asking for this? They'll say, okay,
Mhm.
this much. And I'll be like, okay, let me look around. Maybe I'll bundle up some stuff and then we'll talk.
Right.
So like that, bundle up a couple things and just say, hey, I'm interested on getting on this. What's your price on this? If I take all of it. So and like that, by you telling them that they feel like you're not taking advantage of them because you're
Right.
actually asking them what would you take for this. And a lot of them appreciate that towards you start having a conversation and you end up
Mhm.
getting to know the guy or the person. So next time you go around, they already know you by name. They'll be like, hey,
Right.
I have some stuff I haven't brought out. You want to check it out?
Right.
And that's where it starts from.
So, I have kind of had I wouldn't say private pick, but I've been telling people what I do for a little while now,
Yeah.
and I got first dibs at a yard sale.
Yep.
Few weeks ago, I got a couple of DVD VHS recorders from being one of the first ones there, and I also got it's going to be in my video to come out Friday.
Yeah.
I went on a pick at my homeboy's house,
Yeah.
and I went there Friday when he wasn't there, but I went back on Saturday and they restocked everything, and I found a
Mhm.
bunch of good items, which I've already sold some of them. It'll be in my what sold video coming up.
Okay.
38 here. Where are you from, Danny? That's pretty cold.
Yeah. 30 degrees.
Emerald City
Yeah.
Resell. What's up, fellas? Hey, how you doing?
What's up, Emerald City?
I see you. There's an outlet store that people with lost luggage, that's where their stuff ends up. Is that kind of store expensive? I've never even heard of that kind of store, but I'm sure it probably is. Actually, I think I have heard of that store. Kayla from Treasures Noir. I think she posted a video at a place like that before.
Yeah, I think she did.
And so yeah, I'm probably not tripping then.
Yeah.
Hey
Yeah.
Missy, how you doing? Thanks for showing up, girl.
Good to see you,
Uh,
Missy.
One of the vendors I spend $100 every trip and he hooks it up. If it's $10 or $20 off the total, it's still worth it. It's all about connections and being friendly.
Yeah.
Is this the guy you just spent $100 on 10 pairs with in your last
There you
video,
go.
Ed? So
Yep. He's right on that.
yeah, man, I have a thrift store in my town where I buy sneakers at
Hmm.
generally it's $3 across the board. But
Yep.
now there are times where like today I bought a pair of FootJoy golf shoes. They're
Hmm.
like brand new,
Yep.
but I paid $10 for them. It's buried over here in this mess. But then I bought like these Justin boots for
Mhm.
$8 and they're snakeskin.
Yep.
I just got a pair of these I sold for like $120. I got from Greg from Rocky Mountain Resell. So I'm
That's awesome.
hoping that those would be another substantial flip like that for me. But
Definitely.
$10 is really high for me. $16 was crazy high for me.
Yep.
Uh, do you sell sneakers at all?
Yeah, I'll sell Nikes, and there's a Skechers outlet here in my city, and there's a
Skechers outlet.
Nike
How do you
outlet
do with
too.
that, man?
So yeah, sometimes off for Black Friday, I'm gonna hit it up because
Yeah,
sometimes you can get brand new shoes for like $10 sometimes. So
nice.
yeah, and the good thing is I have my van, so I'll stock it up if I have to.
Right.
Then the Crocs store sometimes has good deals where you buy one get one free.
Hmm.
So yeah, definitely hit all
Man,
those
I
up.
wish we had a Croc store here.
Yeah, it becomes one of those things where my wife actually helps me. We'll split
Hmm.
up. She already knows what to look for,
That's pretty cool.
and I do too. So we'll part ways. She'll call me, hey, or she'll FaceTime me. Hey, I
Hmm.
found these. Do I get them? Get them all, you know?
Right.
Yeah, yeah. And then she helps me out for Black Friday. So yeah, definitely. It
So,
helps.
what's your strategy for this Black Friday? Um, I know
I
Walmart's been doing it all month long, but
mhm.
anything different you've been doing?
No, I mean I haven't been doing anything. I've been like I said, I've been doing some retail arbitrage at
Right.
Walmart, Target as well, and Big Lots too. A lot of people sleep on Big Lots too. So
Yeah. We don't
yep.
have one in my town anymore. We used to,
Hmm.
but I live in a small town. What part
Yeah.
of Cali are you from?
I'm actually in Ontario, California. I'm actually like about an hour, 45 minutes, an hour away from Ed, where Ed lives.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
So
he just put it.
yeah, so that's
Yeah,
like Southern California, right? Or is that
yeah.
Northern?
I live in Southern Cali, in
Okay.
South Cali.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
I'm
never
like
been to California, man. One of these days, man, I'll make it out there.
yeah, like I said, I know we're planning another meetup out here in the beginning of the year. We had a little one a couple months ago with
Right.
fundamentals of side hustling and Miss Taffy and a couple other people that came
Right.
down. But now more people want to join us this time, and
Of
so yeah,
course. So
everyone's welcome.
Lorenzo Family Deals, thanks for showing up, man. I really appreciate your support, bro.
What's up, Lorenzo?
Uh, hey Ben, thanks for showing up, man. Uh, eh, Louis lives about an hour from me.
Yeah, yep, that's not that far from me.
Just got home from work. I'm glad I could pop in. Yeah, me too. Thank you. So, for me right now, my scaling strategy
Hmm.
is the Goodwill bins because that's for me is the only thing that I can do to buy bulk other than like storage auctions. Do you
Yeah,
ever do like bulk buyouts besides like uh
I haven't done any storage buyouts myself.
yeah,
I've done them with my dad in the past
uh-huh.
because, like I said, that's something that he used to do back then too. And it's been a while since I did one. The last one that we bought, I think we paid like 1,500 for it, and we did pretty good. We made almost like 6 grand off of it.
Nice. What were
So
some of your grand slams out of there?
yeah, there was a lot of good. There were some paintings that we found in there, and we took them to this art gallery in Pasadena to
Mm,
get them appraised. And the dealer was excited. He just offered the, you know what, I'll offer you this much for the whole lot. You know,
right.
like
You
my
must
dad
have had
didn't
something
sell
real
it.
good in there then.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. I don't know anything about art myself, so I would have to take it to somebody and just hope they didn't screw
yep,
me over.
nope,
Missy says, I love California. It's a different type of air and vibe there.
not definitely.
I can only imagine you guys got it made in the shade, but the cost of living's pretty high, though, huh?
Yeah, California, the cost of living, yeah, it is high. Everything's more expensive here and all that. But you know, Cali's home.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I live in Missouri, so everything's pretty affordable. Like nothing is hard to get here except for, what's hard to get everywhere. Um,
Just running there a few times.
it's
That fence. Oh, that's
Sorry
all.
about that.
Temecula's not that far, Alabama. About an hour away.
Temecula. I never even heard of that. What's the
Yep,
hardest thing to resell?
Temecula is a city that's known for their wineries and for their hot air balloons.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
got a
it's a
lot to
really nice city.
learn. Um, what is the hardest thing to resell? What's your opinion on that?
I think the stuff that could be hard to resell are usually the bulky stuff, the big stuff.
Hmm.
But I still don't let that stop me from selling it. You know what I mean? I've
Right.
sold you know, like a weight set. The pounds, the weight was just so ridiculous. I actually shipped it in a wooden crate
Nice.
because it was so heavy, and I didn't want to risk putting it in a box.
Yeah, that makes
Even though
sense.
it nope. So
How much did it weigh?
it weighed 37 pounds,
Hmm.
about 30, almost 38 pounds.
Yeah,
But
man.
I
I
just put
shipped
it
a
in a wooden crate.
35-pound dumbbell in a flat rate box,
Hmm.
but I just put extra cardboard in there to reinforce it.
Yeah,
It's extremely expensive, but worth it.
Yeah.
So for me, what I feel is the hardest to resell, honestly, and it's going to make perfect sense, but it's something that's undesirable. So
Mhm.
I bought a bulk lot of clothes, and there's just items in there that probably will never sell unless I, you know, price it for like $1, free shipping. But that's just part of the game, though. You know what I mean? Like when you buy bulk, especially when you have to buy everything, you're going to
Yeah.
get some less than desirable items. That's the beauty part of eBay and being able to look everything up. What's
Exactly.
going on, Dana? Thanks for showing up.
Hey,
Was needed
Dana.
in the video. Sorry for being late. No problem, bro. You're here when you're meant to be. I agree. The bulky stuff.
Yep.
I feel like the biggest pain in the butt about the bulky stuff is packing it. I
Yep.
charge, shipping for everything. So for
Hmm.
me, it's not about the cost of shipping. It's about the time that I got to spend, packing something up. So
Yep.
is there something that you won't grab when you go out?
Nah, I mean, I've actually shipped out a one of those exercise bike machines.
Really? Like
I
a
actually shipped
Peloton?
that. I shipped that out through UPS. So, and thankfully, it got there in one piece.
Right, right. Yeah, man. I shipped out today. I shipped out a George Foreman grill. The buyer paid $46 for shipping.
Yeah.
I paid 11. Like why? I wonder, and I didn't have the dimensions wrong. Well,
Hmm.
probably because I think I switched it over to UPS. That's probably what did it. But so
Yeah.
that's a question for everyone in the chat. What do you guys feel is the right thing to do in that type of situation? What do you do when a buyer pays a significantly higher amount than you do on shipping? Do you keep it or
Hmm.
do you refund the shipping? That's just
Sometimes it's just the option on the buyer too. If they want to get it shipped quicker, they might
so
also choose something else to. I know you set the shipping and stuff, but sometimes if you put the shipping to depending where it's going,
mhm,
that also has a lot to do with it too.
right. Yeah, I understand that. However, I want to try to ship things less than 1 pound. Also, you desirable. Also makes sense as well. Yeah. I don't really. I mean, I really probably should consider
Mhm.
that, but I don't really consider the cost of or the weight of an item when I'm shipping it. There's
Yeah,
nothing that I won't pick up because of the weight, as long as
yeah,
it'll sell. If there's sales history on
exactly,
something, I'm gonna pick it up regardless.
exactly.
The military patches, I actually just sold two of them the other day, but they're slow movers, man. Which is crazy because the Tesla picker's got a boatload of them and he's selling them for high dollar. I don't understand why I'm not having the type of luck he's having, but
Yeah.
well, you can't compare yourself to everybody. What's up, Derek and Jasmine? How you guys doing, man?
What's
Thanks for
up there?
showing up. Great question. Lorenzo Family Deal says keep it. That's what a lot of people say.
Hmm.
Yes, Texas is where it's at. I like Texas. Texas is pretty cool, Carissa.
Yep.
Uh, I've been actually several places in Texas, but I just recently came back from that way. I would ship whatever method the buyer chose because they can actually argue to eBay that they
Hmm.
didn't get it in time and you didn't use the service they chose and paid for. Just my 2 cents.
Yep.
I actually do that all the time, man. I probably
Hmm.
shouldn't do that then, huh? Because I'll change a padded flat rate envelope to a first class quick if it fits. I don't
I
know. I
hear
haven't
you.
had any issues with it yet, but
Yep.
it is what it is. Hey, Derek and Jasmine. Let's see. ATL down here in West Point, Georgia, pumping out some kids. Oh, okay. You're not in your hometown right now, huh, John? So, with being a reseller and kids and everything like that, do you ever feel like there's not enough time in a day?
I mean, if you really put that mentality and start thinking there's not enough time to do everything, then that's the kind of mentality you're gonna wake up to.
Right? That makes sense.
So yeah, the way I see it is like, okay, everyone always tells me, why do you get up at 5 a.m. every time? They're like, you're a reseller, you can sleep until 10. And I'm gonna tell you why right now, because you got to treat this reselling as a business.
Right.
This is how I pay my mortgage. This is how I take care of my family,
Hmm.
and this is my living right here. So
Hmm.
I can't just say, oh yeah, I'm not gonna do nothing today. Just let the orders pile up. No, I
Right.
got to keep going. Of course, yeah, I do take my vacations, but I plan that. Just
Right.
like when you have a regular job, you plan your vacation. So when you go, you have that money saved up and you have
Right.
everything set. So when you go off, you don't have to worry about anything pending or getting all these orders in, and you're like
Yep.
breaking your head trying to figure out what you're gonna do.
Right. That
So
makes
no,
sense.
that's
So for me, I find that getting up early and like just cranking it out like it's a regular 9 to 5 is what helps me be the most productive.
yeah,
I do find that if I ever do sleep in like past 8:30, I feel like my whole day is like in ruins.
yep,
Um, I don't get up at 5. I probably could get up a little earlier, but uh, I just really feel like for me to utilize my time the best and be done at a reasonable time, I like to be
hmm
done by 4 or 5 in the afternoon.
yep,
Um, I feel that for me to have a set schedule, like wake up, launch my drafts, go grab my orders, get my shipping
hmm
done, and then do my next set of
yep,
drafts. If I'm going to source that day, I don't source daily, but um, I have to have a set routine so that way
yep,
I stick to the script, I get my things done, and
yep,
I think it's because I've been to prison before. I'm
hmm
used to uniformity and
yeah,
structure. You know what I mean?
yep,
And it's not the greatest of things for a person to take away from such a negative experience, but
yeah,
if me going to prison gave me some structure and some discipline, then
yep,
I'll take that away as a positive any day.
yeah,
uh
definitely.
you can't just it's reselling isn't passive at all, so
Hmm
you gotta put your feet to the pedal.
Exactly.
Marcus, no, I work in Georgia and live in Bama. Oh, okay, nice, didn't know that. You learn something new every day. Great answer, make the time. Yeah,
Yep,
he agrees with you.
yep,
um, my reselling money is for vacation or for emergencies. Still have money for inventory, of course. It's all balanced.
yep.
Right, that makes sense. Hey, Rachel, what's going on?
Hey,
I
Rachel, how you
was
doing?
talking to Abel about you earlier, Rachel. Good person there, Rachel is.
Rachel's
So
awesome.
yeah, definitely. Um, so do you ever find yourself in a position to where you can't find inventory?
You know what? I get asked that quite often. I always get people message me on Instagram and they
Hmm.
ask me, hey, do you get into like these little funks where you can't find anything? I'm all, yeah, of course, you could go to one thrift store and walk out with nothing. It
Right.
happens. You just got to keep pushing forward. You can't, okay, nothing was in this store. All right, let's go to the next one.
Right.
And you just got to keep going out there and just looking because one thing I do too, I try to rotate the days I go to the thrift stores
Hmm.
because every day you never know what you're gonna find.
Right.
So definitely that's how I've been able to find a lot of stuff. Like, say if I go to this thrift store on a Monday,
Hmm.
I might go to it next week on a Tuesday,
Right. That makes sense.
just to kind of switch the days off, just to see what they're bringing out on that day, and it's
Right.
paid off sometimes. So
Thanks for showing up, Lorenzo. Take it easy, brother. I'll catch you later.
yeah,
So
thanks for
for
talking
me,
about
I've got a handful of thrift stores in this town,
it.
but they get inventory daily. So
Yep,
I do. There are days that I'll go to the same thrift store, back to back. Uh, I don't really find that it's affected me so far.
yep,
Um, Now there are times where I'll go every day of the week, and then the next week there's just not really much left because I picked through everything.
yep,
But I do try to branch out into different categories when I run into that type of aspect because
yep.
there's still things that I go in the thrift store and I don't look at, like glass or linens and stuff like that. Do you mess with those types of categories?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you can't just be. I mean, like my niche is toys,
Yeah,
but I always got to think outside the box. Like they say, I'll go through the shirt racks, I'll go through the jeans,
right.
I'll go through through the all the stuff from the kitchenware and all that
Hmm.
stuff, even the glass stuff.
Yeah,
And sometimes you do find some good stuff. I'm not one of that's afraid to ship mugs or crystal
yeah,
or
me
any
neither.
or glass. So I
Yeah,
ship that stuff all the time.
I'll ship anything. I don't really don't care. I have the
Hmm
motto that if you don't feel like you can throw it out of a second story window and
hmm
it will be fine, then you probably didn't pack it good enough.
Exactly.
So it's all part of the business is buying enough packing supplies and everything, and it's all at the end of the day, it's all a write off. So you got to do what you're supposed to do. So
Definitely.
that way your buyers have a good buying experience. So let me
Exactly.
run you down this situation that I have.
All right.
Hey Noel, thanks for showing up. Appreciate
Hey,
it.
Noel. Good to see you.
Um, so I got this guy. I had some wrestling figures I received from Buffalo Picker
Yeah.
uh, on his show. I
hmm
had a buyer ask me if I could sell the Undertaker's head. I sold the head. I had another buyer ask me if I could
Mhm.
sell the Undertaker's shield. I
Mhm.
sold the shield, and I
Mhm.
accidentally shipped him Jeff Hardy's shield instead, right?
Mhm.
And so the guy messaged me. He said, "You shipped me the wrong shield." I said, "Hey, my bad, man. My apologies. I don't really watch wrestling. The shields both look the same to me. I'll ship
Yeah.
you the other one out right away."
Mhm.
Well, then he opens a return case. You've
Oh,
already discussed this with me. I
yep.
didn't even ask for a return. I was going to directly send you the shield, let you
Yeah.
keep the other stuff, but you opened up a return case,
Mhm.
then left negative feedback, and then was like, if you send me the shield, I'll revise the feedback, which not like in a feedback extortion type of way. I
Yep.
asked him, I'm like, why'd you leave negative feedback when you reached out to me for a solution? And he's like, now I got to ship you back your trash. And I'm like, first of all, it was brand new out the package. You asked for
Mhm.
this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
So what
yeah.
do you do when you run into a person like that, man? Or have you
Yeah, I
run
mean,
into
you're
anyone
gonna
like
run across them sometimes. Sometimes my just from my experience,
that? Mhm.
sometimes I feel that they just want to pressure you into giving them free stuff, and they do that kind of stuff because they know us as resellers
Right.
how important the feedback is. So they tend to try to take advantage of that. And I know they probably do get away with it with other resellers
Yeah.
that really don't know, or they just don't know how to take care of it, and they just leave it. So they try to do that to different people. But I mean, if you did tell them you were going to get it out to him as soon as possible,
Right.
you should have said, "Okay, cool. He got me. I'll just wait a few days until I get it."
Right.
But I just think what he's trying to do is he wants you to send him that, and then him still keep his money, kind of thing. And he's trying
Right.
to get it for free, from what it
And
sounds like.
he's got enough feedback to where I know that he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's got more feedback than I do. I've got like 350, something like that. And
Yeah.
he had like close to 400. So I know he's probably been doing it long enough to know better.
Yep.
Uh, but see, Ed, it would be considered extortion if he confronted me saying, if you do this, then. But
Yeah.
I confronted him asking him, what do I need to do to get you to revise the feedback? And he
Exactly.
countered with, why do you think that you deserve positive feedback? I told him
Mm.
I didn't say anything about positive feedback. I
Yeah.
just asked you to
Exactly.
revise the feedback. You can
Yeah.
leave neutral feedback. It doesn't have to be positive.
Yeah.
But so
Exactly.
Bama says that I lost 2 cool points because I don't watch wrestling. I'm sorry, man. I don't watch wrestling. I don't watch sports. All I do is watch YouTube videos about how to resell.
Yeah.
Guys, get used to it. So, I did send him out the correct shield today. I messaged him and I said,
Mm.
"Hey, just letting you know the shield's on the way. Is there anything else you need from me in the meantime?" And then he was really polite and said, "Just you taking the time to text that to me makes all the difference. Thanks. Have a great day." So I
Mm.
really feel like when I do get it,
Mm.
when it gets to the buyer
Yeah.
and I send him the feedback revision, I feel like he'll make it a positive feedback.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to just make me jump through all these hoops and all this stuff like that just for
Yep.
-5 points, +5 points. Well, hey, at least I'm up with somebody. His name is Patrick Star 84. Patrick Star 84. I want to go order something from him and make him beg for positive feedback. I'm kidding, maybe. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy, man, because you do all this to try to have a positive buyer experience on your store, on your account, and everything.
Yep.
And then you just always have those people that are gonna, you know, make your day rough, man, for no
Yep.
reason. We got Glamour's Closet. Hey, Glamour, how you doing?
Hey, Glamis.
She said, hey to you too.
Hello, Glamis. How you doing?
You don't watch sports. Let's all take a moment to pray for him. Yeah, man. I'm usually busy, and not to say that I don't watch sports, but I prefer to do something that's going to make me money or make a memory. You know what I mean? So with
Mm.
that being said, like I'll watch sports if I'm locked up, or I'll watch sports if I'm at a friend's house who's watching sports. But if I
Mm.
choose to watch something, it's not going to be sports.
Yeah.
I hope that makes sense. I usually try to gain knowledge
Yep.
or try to make memories with the people I'm around. Is he sending the other items back, the Jeff Hardy one? Yeah, he is. That's why he's so upset. Grandma's Closet High. So if you don't mind, how
Mhm.
much positive feedback versus negative feedback do you have?
On Macari, I think I have maybe one or two, not negative, but neutral, and the rest is all positive.
Right, right.
And
No,
on
Paul,
e-
don't go.
and on eBay, And on eBay, I don't have no negative feedback yet.
Okay, so and you've been on eBay full steam back at it for about a year now,
Yeah, I
man.
started in January. I jumped back on January of this year.
I tried my hardest, man, to keep the feedback and everything positive, but
Hmm.
I've used about 3 of my 5 feedback revisions already,
Yeah.
and some of them are my fault. It's a
Mhm.
learning experience,
Yep,
but
definitely.
the rest of them are just bad buyers, man. Ah, Sporty Paul, we need you to balance out.
Mhm.
Like I said on Pittsburgh Picker channel, while sports fans are watching sports, I'm getting the good things at the flea market.
Yeah,
Exactly.
well,
Chosen goods resale. Hello, gorgeous. Hey, Carissa, what did you say? Patrick Starr. Yeah, Patrick Starr, 84, I believe. So don't go causing grief for this guy. Guys, just don't let him buy anything from you, man. You never know how it's gonna go.
yep.
Sorry about that. So, do you have anything like on your channel coming up big that you want to talk about? Because we're coming close to our time limit because you
Yeah.
go on live immediately after this.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my live auction tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern on my channel. Like you said, in about 20 minutes, I'll be jumping
Right.
on. And like I said, now my goal is to actually post more videos. I have some videos that I have to finish editing to
Pre-recorded
post,
videos.
pre-recorded videos. Yeah,
Right.
so definitely gotta push those out more about the flea markets and yard sales. And I've been trying to record at the private picks, but some of the people are kind of iffy about it.
Right.
So I don't try to make them uncomfortable, but I do ask, you know.
That makes sense. I find me personally, when I first started recording out in
Hmm.
public, it was so awkward for me, especially when I was doing it with my phone. But
Yeah.
then once I got a chest strap for my GoPro, it
Yep.
just went out the window, man. Like I
Yep.
stopped caring about it, period.
Nope.
And people don't seem to notice or care one bit. I've had maybe 3 people make comments about me having a chest mount or what am I doing or
Yeah.
things
Same
like
here.
that. No one's ever asked me to stop recording though.
Nope. I've had one lady only tell me that she didn't give me permission to record her, but I wasn't recording her. I had the chest thing on the GoPro too, but it was facing downward, not at her. So,
Okay.
and I told her it's not recording you; it's recording what's showing what's on the table and what's down here. It's not recording anybody. So,
Right. So I try to not get the buyer's face or the people's faces in there.
yeah,
Usually it works, but sometimes the people are sitting down and
yeah,
they're not
it
at that level.
happens.
But nobody's asked me if I could blur them out or anything like that.
Yeah. Now, most people are cool about it. They think it's actually pretty cool that you're doing that. So,
Yeah. Yeah. I've gained a few subscribers that way.
mhm,
Don't know if they actively watch it or not, but I've
yeah,
I've gained a few subscribers. Um, let me see. The A-tail flip. I did too this year. Yeah, the Cardinals ain't doing like no Braves or nothing was, but
mm,
congratulations on your town winning the World Series, Derek. I know you guys are living it up. Nope,
yep,
Patrick Starr,
yep.
he
The
has his
Braves had
own
a great
learning.
team this year.
Yeah, I don't think that's this guy, Missy. He wouldn't be on here buying wrestling figures, would he? You don't even need their consent to be recorded anyways. But you don't, but you do need their consent, or they can tell you to stop if you like are in their house or on their property. They
Yeah.
can tell you to stop. But other
Hmm.
than that, no, you don't have to ask, you don't have to do
Yeah.
anything. Uh like I said, I've never had any issues with it, but I've
Hmm.
only been recorded for, a year now, so
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it'll eventually happen. I do get people that ask me to come and film at their places, but usually when I
Mhm.
get there, I don't find anything film worthy. So
Yeah,
that
it
that's
happens.
happened to me a time or two. So anything else you want to say before we wrap it up?
No, I just want to say thanks. I appreciate you having me on today and hanging out with you today
Yeah,
for a little
man.
bit.
Thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it. Guys, we're cutting this one short simply for the fact that Luis has to go live right after this, and I want him to have enough time in between lives to get his
Mhm.
stuff prepared for. So I really do appreciate you guys coming out and spending a few moments with us tonight. If you guys are not subscribed to Luis's channel, if you catch this on the replay, make sure you guys go subscribe to his channel and leave a like on the video. And that's gonna do it for this, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one. But until then, let's make this cash, guys.